Hi guys, what's up? It's Sydney, and I feel like it has been a hot sec since I have sat down and filmed a video, so I'm gonna do a quick recap of some things that have happened since I last filmed a video. I killed a succulent. You have to water it once every 2 weeks, and apparently that was too much responsibility for me, and now it's dead. I have a new obsession with scrunchies. I got a brand new camera since the old one I had decided to spontaneously commit suicide. What is on this? And I got a new phone. Hooray for mediocre transitions. This is basically going to be the subject of today's video. It's the new iPhone 8. I got it like a month ago, so I've gotten pretty used to it. And basically, I'm just going to show you all the apps and all the fun stuff that I have on it, and then also kind of give a little bit of my input and how I feel about it. I'm no tech aficionado. I'm just going to be sharing my thoughts on the iPhone 8 and then do with them as you please. So let's get into this. Fun fact of the day, I actually ordered this case from Wildflower and I was like waiting for it to come in to film this video, but it's lost in the mail somewhere, so. This is what my current case looks like. It's from Kate Spade. This is what the back of the phone looks like without a case. This is my old phone to compare. It's the 6S. Yeah, I don't trust myself, so the case has got to go right back on. The first thing you see whenever you enter my phone is my background, and it is this obnoxious picture of me and my friends Taylor and Kelsey, and they both hate it a lot, but that's why I have it as my background. Once you open it up, it's just the regular iPhone screen with all the basic apps that just come on your phone, and then if you swipe, you have like where all my apps are. I'm pretty sure this is how like most people organize their phone. From left to right, I have messages, calendar, camera, and then photos. And I'll open my camera for a second. Inception. As I previously mentioned, I had the iPhone 6S prior to this phone, so I think that you can definitely tell a difference in the camera, but I think compared to the 7, it's not a huge difference, just so you're kind of aware of that. If I'm being honest, I'm a little sad that they didn't really do that much with the camera, just because it's a feature that I use like all the time. In a perfect world, it would be awesome if like portrait mode and all that stuff would be available on just like the regular sized iPhone. I legitimately have so many pictures and videos. This phone is actually the 256 gigabyte one, which is pretty excessive, not gonna lie. I had the 128 gigabyte one before, which was like that perfect middle ground for me because obviously I take a ton of pictures, if you couldn't tell, and I do a lot on social media and stuff, so I needed a decent amount of storage, but even I don't need 256 gigabytes or whatever, like, that's a little wild. Then starting the second row, I have the Notes app, which I obsessively use to make lists with for just random stuff. So there's my summer bucket list, a filming list, things that I want to buy, things I want to read. I even have a pet peeves list that I continually update, which is honestly the most extra thing ever. Then there's the weather app, the clock app, which honestly I just have a problem where I don't delete any of my alarms. I either just create a new one for the exact time that I want, or I just switch on an old one from who knows when. App Store, iTunes Store, reminders, which I use all the time. Definitely recommend using that if you don't already. Settings, FaceTime, calculator, maps. I'm directionally challenged, so you know I hit that up all the time. I also have a folder called Junk, which is literally just stuff that I don't ever open. So then just to finish up the front page, there's the Health app, Find My Friends, Home, which I don't use, don't even really know what that is. Also my email, Safari, phone app, and music. So now for the slightly more riveting side of things, the apps that I have downloaded. So on the top left, I have Instagram, and this is what my account looks like. It's Miss_Sydney18 if you want to follow me. That's the same for like all my social media, and I post on here a couple times a month. I probably would post more, but I'm just not photogenic, so there's that. I just went to click on my feed and this is literally the first picture that came up. Like, that's the iPhone X though. I don't have that kind of cash to drop. And then Twitter, I am not that funny, but like you can follow me if you want for some occasional tweets at like 11 p.m. Always a good time. Then I have Snapchat, which for some reason isn't loading, but I'm pretty sure you guys all have seen Snapchat before, so it's not anything groundbreaking. Then of course the Bay, YouTube. Bless. In the second row, I have it split up into 4 folders just because I think it looks nice, I guess. But the first one is called Useful. The first 2 apps in there are running apps. So there's one called Zombies Run, which sounds really stupid, and it kind of is, but I get so bored when I'm running, so you can just like listen to it and play your music at the same time, and it'll like tell you a story and like motivate you to run faster. So I don't know. Then I also have the Sports Tracker app, which just like keeps all of your runs in like one place. Then I have Uber, use my code. Sydney doesn't have a code for your first ride free. There's Pandora, which you can just like listen to music on. I'm pretty sure most of you guys know what that is. GroupMe, which I'm not gonna open because it has like some school stuff in there. My Verizon, which is just super boring, but that's how I check how much data I've used. Then I have the Shazam app, which I actually use, but you can touch the little S and it'll listen to the music and then like identify it, which is really nice because I don't know any song titles. Then I have the Sleep Cycle app, which I haven't opened since April. Clearly I don't use this app that often, but you can like turn it on at night and it'll track the quality of your sleep and like how long you sleep. Gave up on that one. Then there's Yelp, which is just where you like review restaurants and stuff like that. Find My iPhone, literally the most useful app ever because I lose my phone in my house 24/7, so then I just play the little noise and I find it. Then there's the app Followers Plus, which is one of those apps where you can track like your Instagram followers. It basically tells you who follows you and who unfollows you, and I have it because I'm petty, and if you unfollow me, I'm gonna unfollow you back. There's no love here. Then I have the Lumosity app, which is where you just kind of play games that like get your mind thinking, but I don't really use it that often. Clearly that is reflecting by the way that I can't speak English, so maybe I should start doing that more. There's the Go90 app, which is like a video streaming app. Playlist Live for when I'm at Playlist Live, which I'm not right now. Then I have the Tile app, which I haven't had to use that often, so that's pretty fortunate. But basically, you can buy these little white squares, I'll put a picture of one right here, and put it on your keys or in your wallet or something, and then if you lose it, you can track it on your phone and find it. It's very useful. I also have Kik, which reminds me of like 7th grade because that's when I used it. Pinterest, Remind, and then just some more stuff that I don't really use that came with like the newer updates. Then I have a games folder, which I use when I'm on like airplanes or honestly just really bored. So there's Flappy Bird, which I think I have to download from the cloud again, but I just keep it because I'm like so retro. Then I have Heads Up, which is a really good app to use whenever you're bored in line at like an amusement park or something. I used it at Disneyland a lot, but it's basically like charades, but on your phone. I have Monopoly, which I play against my sister on airplanes all the time. Doodle Jump, Color Switch, Putt Putt because like childhood, come on. Risky Road, which I kind of want to play right now. I'm not very good at it. Pokemon Go, I haven't actually opened this app in months, so I think it would probably need like an update or something, but just for the memories of the summer of 2016. Word Streak, which I play sometimes. I have the app Tiny Wings because I got this in like 8th grade and I paid like $1.99 for it. Paper.io or like paper.io, I don't know. The Impossible Letter, which honestly messes with your mind. You have to look at stuff like this and find the S. It gives you a headache, it's a fun time. Then I have the Bitmoji app in case I ever wanted to like change my little person's outfit or whatever. Then there's the folder called School, where I literally just have everything somewhat school related in here, which basically consists of a bunch of Google apps like Google Docs, Google Classroom, Google Translate, Google Sheets, Google Slides, and Google Drive. I like having all of them because we use them in school all the time, and then you can like revise documents or look at teachers' comments, or like on Google Classroom you can see when they return stuff and everything, and it's just really convenient. I also have Pages, Quizlet, and Keynote in there because those are also related to school. Quizlet is the #1 flashcard bay ever, so I use that a lot. And then the last folder is called Photography, and there's just a couple of apps in here. Most of these I don't really use that often, which seems to be kind of a theme. I should probably delete some, but why would I do that? Instant, which you can like take a picture and then it makes it into a Polaroid. I downloaded this in like 9th grade from whenever I didn't have a Polaroid, but Now I do, so I don't really need it. I have the app After Focus, which I literally don't use anymore. You could draw on it and it would make the focus different and like the background blurry and stuff. I don't know. Then there's the app Superimpose, which I actually use as like a cheap Photoshop for my videos. So you can like make PNG images on here and everything. Then I have the app Fuzzle Collage. I really have no idea the last time that I opened that. Of course I have Visco to edit pictures and like put different filters on it and like turn up the exposure and whatever the heck else you can do on Visco. I feel like most people have seen that app by now, but that's how I edit my Instagram pictures in case anyone's wondering. PicStitch, which is another collage app. I literally never make collages, so I don't know why I need two of them. And then Boomerang. As you can tell, me and my cousin had some fun with that. We only have a couple apps left, so there's YouTube Studio, which I'm not gonna open because it has like my revenue reports and everything for YouTube, but if you have a YouTube channel, I would highly recommend because it's basically like your analytics, but on a mobile app. I have the app TimeHop, which I use religiously. 3 years ago on this day, I posted a picture on Instagram that says, "Hi, my name is Sydney and I love cinnamon rolls." My streak with TimeHop is literally 153 days in a row. Then there's the app YouNow, which is like where I go to stream and like talk to some of you guys. Evil Apples, which is literally Cards Against Humanity. Those are the cards I'm working with right now. It's pretty bad. Then obviously gotta have the Bay Netflix. I'm watching Stranger Things and Friends right now. Don't spoil Stranger Things season 2 for me. I will literally be so mad. I'm trying to like prolong the experience, so I've been taking a really long time to finish it, but I literally love it so much so far. Then I have Google Maps because, as I said before, I'm directionally challenged and I need every means possible to navigate places because my brain doesn't think that way. Last but not least, I have the Starbucks app, which I actually forgot my password for, so there's like $25 worth of gift cards on there that are just completely untouched. Maybe someday my password will come back to me and I'll be able to recover my account and order some hot chocolates using my phone, but for now it's just sitting there as kind of a sad reminder. So that was everything on my iPhone 8. I hope you guys enjoyed it and maybe found it a little bit helpful. I kind of mixed in my personal thoughts about the new phone. My iPhone is pretty dry, but some of you guys wanted to see it and I thought it would be a nice little chill video to kind of like get back into the swing of things, so bye!